Juventus 2, Manchester City 0. Last 10 games, 1 win, 2 draws, 7 losses. Guardiola said it himself, a season of suffering. And we are suffering. Frustrating. I don't know where we are in the Champions League table. I'd love to blame this new format like Robbie did. But I'm not going to do that. It's the club. It's the team. It's the players. It's lack of investment. It's seasons of dominance catching up with us. And sometimes when things just don't go your way. Saw it a bit against Palace. I saw it tonight. 2 chances for one chance for Haaland tonight where he chipped the keeper. Great save. Very similar thing happened the other day. Sometimes you make your own luck. We are not making our own luck. I don't know where we go from here. I really, really don't. Look, I know that the good times will come back. I'm extremely confident that next season we will be back in the mixer. But it's bad at the moment. It's really fucking bad. Really bad. It's bad to the point that we're looking at this game 2-0 down and I'm writing it off, thinking about the weekend because we've got Man United at the Etihad at the weekend. Now, we've lost derbies before to Man United. In fact, no, let me not move on to Man United just yet. Let me stay focused on this game. We looked all right in the first half. We didn't look too bad. Grealish in the middle of the park again, making some really good runs, full of energy. Final third, we just don't look the same. The chances that we created, we're not creating. Haaland's movement is beginning to look a bit, which happens with frustration. Haaland does look like one of the players that's really fucking running his ass off, working his ass off. But at half-time, 0-0 away to Juventus, I'm saying it's not a bad result. It's not a bad result. I know we need more in the Champions League, trust me, but it's not a bad result. And then the second half, and all of a sudden, it's so clear to see the lack of legs in midfield. Gundogan, 34. De Bruyne, 34. Bernardo Silva, 30. Even Kovacic, if Kovacic was there, he's 30, right? And this is a problem that without the midfield, our defence is exposed. And the minute the game gets stretched, they're moving through us like a knife through butter, melted fucking butter. And then they've got runners hitting the box at the right time. We don't. Now, the save, I believe, was it the first goal? The save, it comes back to, was it Vardio? I think was it Vardio or Diaz it came back to, and they didn't really seem to know what they did with it, whether it was a pass, I don't know what it was. But Walker, why are you not running after that ball? Even if you're not going to get the ball, run after the ball and close the player that is going to get the ball down. He let him have a free cross, and there we go, 1-0. And again, the same for the second, very similar. Just, they're getting more players in the box, more runners, and that's what happens when you have more runners. We're now at a point where, are we going to qualify for the Champions League? I don't know. I mean, to qualify for the Champions League, we are going to have knockout stages. We're going to have to go through a qualifier. Now, here's the issue. Do we think, even if we get a few players back with the age of our midfield, and even if we make a few signings, if we do get through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, do we think we win it? Because I don't think we can win this. We can't put a run of games together of more than one win in a row. Do we think we're going to win the Champions League, right? Because by chasing the Champions League right now, we could stretch our squad even further, and that could risk us not qualifying for Champions League football next season. So I'm just asking the question, Blues, anyone out, do we even bother chasing this Champions League right now? Because that's the way I felt. And now I can move on to the derby. Because that is how I felt in that second half. Why are we not bringing off De Bruyne? De Bruyne looked fucking knackered. Gundogan looked knackered. Bernardo Silva, for me, probably got moved into midfield because he was so knackered playing on the wing, right? So, none of them got brought off, I believe, until late on. No, in fact, it was Doku that got brought off. Doku, who was one of our better players tonight, created a few chances, Haaland making the wrong runs. He got brought off when, personally, I'm looking at 3 midfielders that probably needed to be brought off because now we are going into the Manchester derby at the weekend with 3 knackered 30-year-olds, right? And to make the matters worse, by the way, Akanji is out. Ake is out. John Stones is out. Now, we don't know if maybe Akanji or Stones might appear in training on Thursday and might be available. But Rico Lewis certainly is not going to be available, which leaves us with the options of Simpson, Diaz, Vardiol, and Walker, with a middle-aged midfield in front of them. It's not looking good. Now, this is where, I'm going to say it, we've lost to United over the years, over recent years. We lost to them last time we played them in the cup final, we lost to them. But you know what? We've always had, when we've been losing to them over the last couple of years, well, guess what? We're doing a treble. We're doing a 3-peat. We're doing a 4-peat. You lot of shit. Or whatever. Even last season when we won the FA Cup, we couldn't give a shit. We've just done a 4-peat and won the league, right? Where we are right now, this derby means a fucking lot. A lot. This derby feels like we're going back to way before we were good, right? We're going back to the period where our bragging rights was the derby, yeah? This game means a fucking lot at the weekend now because we've got to remind them that, look, we might not be where we are, but we're still a damn sight better than you. They're 13th, we're 4th. But it's not a guaranteed win. Now, Foden, I'm more than comfortable with Foden being thrown into the deep end against Manchester United because that is a game that Foden always turns up in. Now, Foden, I'm going to be the first one to admit this season, shocking season so far. I know he's had issues, he's had injuries, he's had personal issues, whatever. But it's been shocking. But we can bring him back. We're going to have to bring Kovacic in. I think Kovacic is going to have to start. Grealish, for me, has to start in the middle of the park. But it's not good. It's not good. Our season, Pep said it, a season of suffering. That's all it feels like right now. I don't even know. I don't know if I've got any more to say. I feel numb to all of this. When we beat Forest and people said City are back, I said, no, we've just beat a shit Nottingham Forest. Yeah, calm down. Then we go and draw away to Crystal Palace. 2-0 down today. Same mistakes. It's obvious. Everything is obvious. Everything seems obvious right now. Like I said, listen, Blues, have faith. We will be back. Trust in Pep. Trust in the board. Trust in Ruben Diaz. Trust in most of the squad. But we need some refreshments. We need some new recruits. Bring me Bruno G ASAP. Bring me him. We need energy. We need some players with, that fresh desire to win. But listen, Blues, we're going to have to ride it out this season. We are going to have to ride it out. I don't know what more to say. Everyone, rest up. We'll see you Sunday.